Let's go to Parliament. The claim by the ranking member on the Food and Agri Committee, Eric Opoku, that Ghana imports tons of cassava and onions from China generated heated debates on the floor of the House as Majority Chief Whip Frank Annor Dompreh challenged the Asunafo South MP to back his claims with evidence. But the ranking member insisted the 2021 budget captured the importation of a number of staples, including cassava, as part of measures adopted by government to stir up the country's food stuff. We can now speak with our parliamentary correspondent, Parker Wilson, on this. Parker, explain to me how the debate on imports of cassava and onions got heated on the floor of the House.
Well, Asha, briefly on that, the Salagan North MP read a statement on the floor of the House in linking the root and agriculture production within her constituency. So members of the House were given opportunity to contribute to the statement. That was when the ranking member on the Food and Agriculture Committee made the point that in the 2021 budget, government said that they were imported some staples, including cassava. And for him, that is quite unfortunate. But I must say that that claim was challenged strongly by the Majority Chief Whip Frank Annor Dompreh, who challenged him to produce evidence. In fact, Aisha, this is a House of Record, and whatever you say must be backed with evidence. So the first Speaker of Parliament, who was presiding at the time, called for the 2021 budget and specifically went into the paragraph where Eric Opoku, the Asunafo South MP, referenced. In fact, it was established in the budget, it was clear that government was importing cassava. However, what was not captured in the budget was where the importation was coming from. And so the point about the phrase that they were importing, or government is importing cassava from China, was the concern raised by Joe Sewusu, and asked the Table Office to expunge that from the record because that is misleading and it's false and does not represent what is exactly in the budget. But I'll tell you more about what's happening in the chamber. Aisha, tomorrow something big is happening in Parliament where the Finance Minister, Kenneth Furata, has been tasked by the President, His Excellency Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, to brief the House on some austerity measures the government is taking in order to pull us back from the economic quagmire and the mess we are in at the moment. I have with me the Member of Parliament for Tamale Central, Mohammed Ibrahim Mutala is here, and Dr. Mafu is also here representing the FPP. Let me engage the NDC MP quickly. What about Finance Minister is coming tomorrow? What are your expectations there?
Well, let me quickly say that what happened in the chamber today, for me, it was needless. Whether we import it from Kusumukaya or from Azerbaijan or from Ukraine, the bottom line is that we are spending money importing something we are capable of producing.
But this is the House of Record. So if you are referencing where the importation is coming from, you have to get it right. And that was the point the Speaker made.
I'm saying the bottom line is that we're importing cassava. I mean, for me, that is critical. Whether we're importing it from Tamale Central or from Kusumukaya, we're importing. And the reason why the information that will be given to us by the Finance Minister tomorrow has something to do with what's detained in the House today. We are being challenged. We are even mopping up the few dollars in circulation to buy cassava. Because in importing cassava into this country, you are not importing it with cities. You are importing cassava. We are importing water into this country. So that is the state of our economy. In any case, why is the Minister of Finance coming to address us?
No, but he's been tasked by the President.
He's the President we want. The Constitution is very clear. Article 67 of the 1992 Constitution is unambiguous that the President will address Parliament at the beginning of every session.
But the Minister is not addressing Parliament on the state of the nation. The Minister is addressing Parliament based on the economic crisis.
We are in March. The President promised us he was coming to address Parliament and postponed it 2 times. The reason why the President is running away, what is he coming to tell us? Is he coming to tell us that the dollar is no longer 8%? Is he coming to tell us that the economy of this country is business? And I can bet my last penny on one thing. The Minister, and if it doesn't happen, call me a different name. Tomorrow, the Minister of Finance is going to tell us that the challenges we are facing is because of COVID, which is utterly not true. The minister is going to tell us that challenges we are facing with regards to the cedi and oil prices is because of Ukraine-Russia war, which is not true, because it is very clear. The taxes alone on our fuel is 40%. It is also very clear that they have been disingenuously not telling us the truth. We are a net producer of crude. Kept the minister in the 2019 financial statement that we made a profit, a windfall of $1.1 billion. This was the Minister of Finance's statement.
The
Minister of Finance's statement that we are a net producer of crude. So when crude prices surge globally, we benefit. What Nigeria has done is, as a result of the surge in the price of crude, they have pushing the consumers. This government is unwilling to do that. Let me tell you.
So you want the finance minister to be candid and fair, transparent to the people?
He has never been candid and fair to the people of this country and to this parliament. And I can bet my last penny. We are praying that...
So let me come to Dr. Mafo. Dr. Mafo is an NPP MP in the Forum Consortium. He's giving me his expectation. The finance minister is there tomorrow. What are his expectations there?
Yeah, so before I come to that, I think we also need to set the record straight that we were talking about importation of starch. If you read the particular paragraph in that budget, it talked about starch and not cassava. So I think we have to clarify that. But I believe that, he talked about starch. Industrial starch.
So let's focus on the finance minister.
Industrial starch is different from the raw material cassava.
Right.
Now, tomorrow, the finance minister will come here. I believe that he will be talking about the measures that government will take to deal with the economic challenges that we are facing, which by and large is as a result of the global economic problems that we are facing. So I want to expect that the minister will talk about measures to deal with the cedi depreciation. I want to expect that
realistic measures.
Yes,
not theory.
Yes, of course, realistic measures. Otherwise, things will not work. I'm expecting that the minister will also talk about something about the fuel price, and also, I'm not sure we are here to blame. It's not good. Everybody knows why we are. Everybody knows why we are where we are. So there's no need to come and rehash that. The important thing is that what measures will government put in place to be able to deal with the challenges, and I believe that is exactly what the finance minister he's bringing solutions and not rehashing the challenges and the problems that we know. So we should be hopeful that tomorrow the finance minister will tell us what government is going to do to deal. So let's wait. I don't think we need to debate. Right. Let's wait. Let's be hopeful. At the end of the day, all that we want as political leaders in this country is that things go well for the Ghanaian people. So let's be hopeful and see what comes up tomorrow.
Sure. Thank you very much. So Aisha, those are the two members of parliament making the point about the expectation for tomorrow. So the NPP is clear that there's going to be some glimmer of hope at the end of the tunnel when the minister appears. But the NDC is of a different view that the minister will come and rehash and retreat all the problems you already know. So these are some of the expectations from the minority and the majority caucus in parliament.
We'll definitely monitor the finance minister's address tomorrow to parliament, and we'll definitely bring updates to our viewers.